Okay, imagine this. You're standing on top of something that feels like a giant sculpted iceberg.
Oh, wow.
With a breeze in your hair, and an entire European capital is unfolding right there beneath you.
Sounds nice.
It does sound nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's exactly where our deep dive is taking us today. Oslo, the vibrant capital of Norway,
Uh-huh.
a city that draws in over 5 million curious visitors every year.
5 million. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a popular spot. And for you, our listener, who is looking to get a real understanding of what Oslo has to offer,
Mhm.
quickly and thoroughly, we have compiled insights from travelers and locals alike.
Okay, cool.
Think of this as your shortcut to being truly in the know about Oslo's must-see spots,
I like it.
with a few surprising discoveries along the way.
All right, I'm excited.
Me too. So let's plunge right into the heart of Oslo.
Okay.
And where better to begin than with an architectural statement that truly captures the imagination?
All right, let's hear it.
The Oslo Opera House. Now, this isn't your grandfather's opera house, is it?
No, it's not. What's really striking about the Oslo Opera House is that it has this incredibly modern design. It's often likened to like a sleek iceberg rising from the harbor.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and what's really unique about it is that you can actually walk right up onto its sloping roof.
Wait, you kidding? The public can just, like, stroll up there?
Yeah,
That's not something you see every day.
not at all.
Well-
And it's by design, too.
Mm.
And it's not just an aesthetic choice.
Mhm.
The sloping roof actually serves an acoustic purpose for the public space around the building.
Oh, interesting.
And from that rooftop, you get these breathtaking panoramic views that encompass the entire city skyline,
Wow.
the waterfront, and even a stretch of the Oslo fjord.
Incredible access, you're telling me. So it's not just a pretty face. It's actually a working opera house.
Precisely. It's the home of the Norwegian National Opera and Ballet.
Okay.
So you could potentially enjoy a world-class performance and then step outside for a world-class view.
Oh, I love that.
And we hear that those views are particularly stunning at sunrise and sunset.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can imagine the city bathed in that golden light.
Absolutely.
Okay, first thing on my hypothetical Oslo itinerary,
Yes.
sunrise or sunset on the opera house roof.
Love it.
All right, let's pivot to something completely different but equally compelling.
Good.
Norway's rich history of polar exploration.
Right.
And the Fram Museum, this sounds like a place that really captures a unique spirit.
It really does. The Fram Museum is entirely dedicated to Norway's remarkable contributions to exploring the Arctic and Antarctic.
That's awesome.
And the centerpiece, the undeniable star, is the Fram itself,
Okay.
which is widely considered the world's strongest wooden ship of its time.
The world's strongest wooden ship. That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
What made it so special? Was it just like they used a really strong type of wood?
It's beyond just the type of wood. The Fram was ingeniously designed with this rounded hull
Mm-hmm.
that was specifically meant to withstand the immense crushing pressure of sea ice.
Oh, wow.
This was revolutionary at the time.
Yeah, I bet.
Imagine the audacity of these explorers like Nansen and Amundsen,
Yeah.
venturing into these extreme unknowns, relying on such innovative yet ultimately wooden construction.
Crazy.
Their survival in those brutal environments truly hinged on the Fram's unique resilience.
It really puts it into perspective, and you can actually step aboard this legendary vessel.
You can.
That's so cool.
It's fully immersive. You can explore the officers' cabins,
Mm-hmm.
the communal lounges, even venture down into the engine room and the cargo hold.
Yeah.
It really allows you to get a sense of the incredibly challenging conditions that these explorers face.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah,
Is there anything else within the museum that we should know about?
absolutely. The museum also houses the Gougeot,
Okay.
which holds a significant place in maritime history
Mm-hmm.
as the first ship to successfully navigate the entire Northwest Passage
Wow.
between 1903 and 1906.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and here's a practical tip. If you happen to have the Oslo City Pass, entry to the Fram Museum is included.
Excellent intel. Okay, from the frozen landscapes of polar exploration, let's set sail onto the open water of the Oslofjord.
Okay.
This sounds like an absolute haven for anyone who loves being outdoors.
It really is.
Okay.
Think of it as this vast natural playground right on Oslo's doorstep.
Okay.
You'll find a scattering of idyllic islands,
Mm-hmm.
crisscrossed with scenic hiking trails, charming little villages,
Yeah.
and of course, plenty of inviting spots for a swim during the warmer months.
Sounds wonderfully refreshing. Any chance of encountering some local wildlife out on the fjord?
Definitely. You might be lucky enough to spot majestic white-tailed eagles soaring high above.
Wow, that would be something.
Yeah.
So what are the best ways to actually experience the Oslofjord?
Well, there are two primary ways.
Okay.
For the independent explorers out there, Oslo has an excellent and efficient ferry service.
Okay.
These ferries depart regularly from piers near the city hall
Mm-hmm.
and Aker Brygge, whisking you away to popular islands like Hovedøya,
Okay.
Gressholmen, and Lindia. It's a fantastic way to discover the islands at your own pace.
I like it straightforward and flexible. What about the other option?
The other great way to experience the fjord is by taking a guided tour.
Okay.
Several companies offer tours on traditional sailing ships,
Mm-hmm.
which often include insightful audio commentary pointing out landmarks,
Yeah.
sharing historical context so they really enrich the experience.
Perfect for those who appreciate a bit more structure and narration.
Exactly.
Now let's head back to shore and delve into a bit of Oslo's ancient past.
All right.
With Akershus Fortress, this sounds like a landmark that's steeped in history.
It really is. Akershus Fortress stands as one of Oslo's most significant historical sites, and its origins date all the way back to the 1300s.
Wow.
Its primary role was to protect the city and also served as a royal residence.
Oh, wow.
Its strategic location right on the waterfront meant that it successfully repelled numerous attempts to capture it.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it has quite an eventful history.
It sounds like it. So it's not just historically important, but also architecturally impressive.
Absolutely. The fortress boasts impressive medieval architecture that has evolved over the centuries, and this combination of historical weight and striking architecture,
Yeah.
coupled with its setting overlooking the fjord, makes it incredibly photogenic.
Any insider tips for capturing the best photos of the fortress?
Well, as we mentioned with the fjord, one of the most captivating perspectives is from the water.
Yeah.
So as you sail in and out of the harbor, you get this fantastic panoramic view of the fortress kind of dominating the skyline. Alternatively, standing on the opposite side of the waterfront, looking back towards the fortress,
Okay.
also offers a great vantage point.
Gotcha. The water seems to consistently offer those prime views in Oslo.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, let's explore some of Oslo's green heart,
Right.
Frognerparken, and within it, the world-renowned Vigeland Sculpture Park.
Oh, this is great. Frognerparken is a truly wonderful urban oasis.
Okay.
It's the largest park in central Oslo, stretching across a significant 111 acres.
Wow.
It's a fantastic place for leisurely walks, and it houses several interesting attractions.
All right.
But the undeniable highlight is the Vigeland Sculpture Park.
I've heard it's quite an extraordinary place, over 200 sculptures, all by one artist, right?
Exactly. It's an astonishing collection of over 200 sculptures crafted in bronze, granite, and wrought iron.
Wow.
All the creation of the immensely talented Gustav Vigeland.
That's amazing.
What's really fascinating about it is that the park isn't just a collection of statues. It's intended to represent the cycle of human life,
Oh, that's cool.
which makes it really unique artistic vision.
Powerful concept. Are there any particular sculptures within the park that are absolute must-sees?
Definitely you can't miss Vigeland's fountain,
Okay.
an incredibly intricate and large-scale piece depicting various stages of life.
Okay.
Then there's the monolith, a towering column of intertwined human figures.
Wow.
It's incredibly impactful. It really speaks to humanity's yearning for connection and perhaps even transcendence. And of course, there's Sinnataggen,
Oh, okay.
the angry boy,
Yeah.
which has become perhaps the park's most iconic and beloved sculpture.
Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of that one.
Yeah, you've probably seen it.
Yeah.
Really capturing a universal childhood emotion in bronze.
The angry boy. So beyond these iconic sculptures, is there anything else of interest within Frognerparken?
Yes, Frognerparken is also home to Frogner Manor,
Okay.
a historical building, the Oslo City Museum, if you want to delve deeper into the city's history, and even a statue dedicated to Gustav Vigeland himself.
Nice. So it's quite the cultural hub.
It really is, and you could easily spend 2 to 3 hours exploring the park.
Wow.
It's open 24 hours a day and no admission fee.
Fantastic art, nature, and history, all accessible for free.
Exactly.
Now all that walking around is bound to work up an appetite. Thankfully, Oslo seems to have a vibrant street food scene.
Yeah, it does.
Tell me about Oslo street food.
Well, for any visitor who enjoys exploring culinary landscapes, Oslo street food is a must-visit. It's centrally located and offers a very diverse range of international cuisines.
All right, I'm listening.
You can find something to satisfy any craving.
So what kind of deliciousness are we talking about?
Well, you'll find around 16 different food stalls and a couple of bars,
Okay.
serving everything from traditional Norwegian fare to tempting options from India, Greece, and many other corners of the globe.
My mouth is watering already.
Yeah, and they even have a complimentary water station for visitors.
Oh, that's very thoughtful.
Yeah, so you can stay hydrated while you're enjoying all the delicious food.
Any personal recommendations?
You know, based on a lot of feedback, the Mexican tacos
Okay.
and the Thai noodles are consistently highly rated.
I'll keep those in mind.
But I would definitely encourage you to try one of the Norwegian bread bowls.
Oh, tell me more.
These are essentially hollowed-out loaves or rolls filled with hearty and flavorful soups or stews.
Oh my goodness.
It's a very unique and comforting taste of local cuisine.
It sounds amazing, especially on a cooler day.
Yeah, exactly.
A bread bowl filled with stew. That sounds perfect.
Doesn't it?
All right, let's shift gears again and venture into something a little more scaly.
Okay.
The Oslo Reptile Park.
Yes, for those who have a fascination with the animal kingdom, particularly reptiles and amphibians,
Okay.
or if you're traveling with children, the Oslo Reptile Park is a really engaging option.
All right.
It's home to a surprisingly diverse collection of over 100 different species.
Over 100 species. What kind of fascinating creatures might one encounter there?
You'll find a wide array, including charming marmosets, impressive boa constrictors, formidable crocodiles, and even schools of piranhas.
Wow.
Yeah. But what makes this place particularly interesting is that they often offer opportunities for visitors to get a little closer to some of the animals.
Close? How close are we talking?
During their keeper talks and demonstrations.
Okay, are we petting pythons here?
Well, during certain keeper-led sessions, visitors can sometimes have the chance to actually hold some of the non-venomous snake species. And even some of the larger spider species.
You know what? I think I'll stick with the bread bowls.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
But it sounds like a really memorable experience for those who are interested.
Yeah, if that's your thing.
All right, moving on to something a bit more stately.
Okay.
The Royal Palace.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a very prominent landmark.
It certainly is built in the 19th century. The Royal Palace stands as the official residence of the Norwegian monarch.
Okay.
It's an iconic building and a real central point of reference in Oslo.
I've heard its architecture bears a resemblance to Buckingham Palace in London.
Yeah, that's a fair observation. It's neoclassical design, with a striking yellow facade, grand columns, intricate detailing, and impressive arched entryways does evoke a similar sense of royal grandeur.
I see it.
Architectural elegance.
What about the surrounding area? Are the gardens worth exploring?
Absolutely. The palace is situated on a slight elevation, offering lovely views over the city, and it's surrounded by beautiful, lush gardens
Okay.
that are perfect for a peaceful stroll.
All right.
Inside, by all accounts, the interior is just as opulent,
Okay.
with stunning chandeliers and grand state halls.
Wow.
However, it's important to note that interior tours are typically only available for a limited period during the summer months.
Good to keep in mind for anyone planning a summer visit.
Exactly.
Now, for a taste of local life and a completely different kind of atmosphere, let's explore the neighborhood of Grünerløkka.
Grünerløkka is definitely one of Oslo's most vibrant and happening neighborhoods.
Okay.
It has a very lively, almost bohemian feel.
Yeah.
Well known for its colorful street art, independent boutiques, trendy bars, and inviting cafes.
Sounds like a great place to just wander and soak up the local vibe.
It really is.
Any specific spots within Grünerløkka that are particularly noteworthy?
Definitely Birkelunden Park is a must-visit, especially on a Sunday,
Okay.
when they host this fantastic outdoor secondhand market.
Oh, that's cool.
A great place to find unique souvenirs.
Nice.
Then there's Sofienberg Park, which is very popular for picnics, and even hosts the Picnic I Park and Music Festival each June.
Wow. A picnic and a park and music. I
Yeah.
like it. And of course, a leisurely stroll along the Ekerselva River, which runs through the neighborhood.
That's a must. Highly recommend.
For the picturesque scenery.
Absolutely. And for food lovers, Mathalen Oslo, a fantastic indoor food hall.
I was going to say, you can't forget the food.
Yeah, exactly.
With a wide array of vendors is also located in Grünerløkka.
It is.
So a real blend of culture, food, and local charm. It sounds like a neighborhood with a distinct personality.
It does.
Next up, for those interested in delving deeper into Norway's past,
Yeah.
there's the Historical Museum.
If you have an interest in understanding the rich tapestry of Norwegian history, the Historical Museum is a top recommendation.
Okay.
Opened in 1904. It houses the most extensive collection of historical artifacts in the country,
Yeah.
spanning from prehistoric times through the Middle Ages.
Wow, that's quite the collection. Are there any particular highlights that stand out?
Absolutely. Their collection of artifacts from Norway's Viking Age is particularly impressive.
Okay.
You can see incredible examples of ancient swords, beautifully crafted gold jewelry, and everyday tools that offer a glimpse into that era.
That's awesome.
And their most prized possession is the remarkably well-preserved Geirmundbu helmet,
Okay.
a rare Viking helmet dating back to the 10th century.
A genuine Viking helmet from the 10th century.
It's quite a significant archaeological find,
Absolutely. That's the kind of artifact that really brings history to life.
doesn't it?
Yeah. Anything else the museum is particularly known for?
They also boast Norway's largest collection of coins
Okay.
and have comprehensive exhibits covering medieval history.
Okay.
And surprisingly, they even have a collection of treasures from ancient Egypt.
No way.
Yeah, including sarcophagi and intricate sculptures.
So it's quite a diverse museum.
It really is, covering a wide range of historical periods and cultures.
That's amazing.
Just a note, it's open Tuesday through Sunday.
Good to know. Okay. From ancient history to a more modern and relaxing pursuit.
Right.
Unwinding in a sauna.
Yes.
I hear this is quite a cultural phenomenon in Oslo.
It really is. Saunas are deeply ingrained in Norwegian culture, and they are incredibly popular in Oslo,
Okay.
both with locals and visitors.
Yeah.
What's really interesting is this recent trend of the emergence of floating saunas.
Floating saunas.
Yeah,
That sounds like a very Scandinavian experience.
it is.
What's the appeal beyond just the heat?
Well, beyond the obvious relaxation benefits, saunas are known for their therapeutic qualities.
Okay.
But these floating saunas offer a very unique and immersive experience by combining the heat with stunning views.
Oh, I get it. So you're out on the water.
Exactly.
But you're also in a nice warm sauna, enjoying the view.
Exactly. The KOK floating saunas, for instance,
Uh-huh.
are located right across from the iconic Opera House, providing incredible vistas of the Opera House itself,
Okay.
the Munch Museum,
Yeah.
and the distinctive Schiele sculpture.
So you can see some art while you're sweating it out.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Are there other options for this unique sauna experience?
Yes, KOK also has a sauna located in the Acre Bridge area,
Okay.
offering exceptional views of the historic Akershus fortress.
That's cool.
And if you're looking for a truly luxurious experience, you can even rent private sauna boats.
Hold on. Private sauna boats. Tell me more.
Yeah, that cruise around the Oslo fjord.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah, imagine
A
that.
sauna on a boat.
Sailing through the beautiful fjord and being able to step into your own private sauna whenever you please.
That sounds incredible. Like ultimate relaxation
Yeah,
while taking in the scenery.
absolutely.
All right. Last, but certainly not least, on our list of Oslo highlights.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Kon-Tiki Museum.
Yes.
This sounds like it tells an incredible story of adventure.
Adventure and exploration.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It does located on the Big Do Peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
The Kon-Tiki Museum is dedicated to the remarkable Kon-Tiki expedition, led by the intrepid Norwegian explorer Thor Heyerdahl back in 1947.
Now, for anyone who might not be familiar, what exactly was the Kon-Tiki expedition all about?
Well, it was an incredibly daring voyage
Okay.
across the vast Pacific Ocean,
Mm-hmm.
from the coast to South America all the way to the Polynesian islands,
Wow.
undertaken on a very basic, traditional balsa wood raft.
What?
Yeah, Heyerdahl embarked on this perilous journey to prove his theory
Mm-hmm.
that ancient peoples could have made similar transoceanic voyages on such primitive vessels,
Oh, that's amazing.
which challenged the prevailing scientific beliefs at the time.
I bet. So the museum actually houses the original Kon-Tiki raft.
It does. You can see Heyerdahl's original Kon-Tiki raft up close,
Wow.
which is quite an awe-inspiring sight considering the journey it undertook.
Yeah.
But the museum also features a fascinating 98-foot-long replica of an Easter Island cave,
That's cool.
Thor Heyerdahl's personal library,
Okay.
and captivating models of the diverse marine life encountered during the expedition.
That sounds incredible. What a feat of human endeavor.
It really is.
We have truly journeyed through a vast landscape of experiences in our deep dive into Oslo today.
We have.
From strolling on the roof of a cutting-edge opera house to stepping back in time aboard a legendary polar exploration vessel,
Yeah.
and even indulging in the unique experience of a floating sauna.
Oh, yeah.
Oslo certainly appears to be a city that offers a remarkably diverse range of attractions.
It really does. Whether your interests lie in delving into historical sites like the Akershus Fortress and the Historical Museum, or immersing yourself in cultural landmarks such as the Vigeland Sculpture Park
Yeah.
and the Royal Palace, embracing outdoor adventures on the stunning Oslo fjord,
Yeah.
or seeking out unique and memorable activities like exploring the vibrant street food scene or encountering fascinating creatures at the reptile park.
Yeah.
Oslo truly offers something to captivate almost every type of traveler.
It sounds like it.
We sincerely hope this deep dive has provided you with a solid understanding.
Yeah.
And a wealth of ideas for either planning a visit or simply enriching your knowledge about this fascinating Nordic capital.
Definitely. And considering the remarkable juxtaposition we've explored in Oslo today, this fascinating blend of ancient history and innovative modern design, you have to wonder what other unexpected connections might lie just beneath the surface of this compelling city.
That's a good question.
Or perhaps considering the sheer variety of ways to experience Oslo, from its waterways to its rooftops and everything in between.
Yeah.
Which particular perspective do you, our listener, find most intriguing, and why?
I like that.
It's a thought to carry with you.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on our deep dive into Oslo.
Anytime.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.